This is yet another video on Sourcegraph Cody, which is a virtual AI assistant that lives in your code editor, and it can find and analyze your code and even can write the whole code from the scratch. In the previous videos, I have shown you how to install Cody, how to analyze the existing code, and in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use Cody to write the code from the scratch in different languages and in different scenarios. And I'll be using specific use cases as part of your life as cloud engineer or even a pure developer. Let's get right into it. In front of you on the screen, I have Visual Studio Code editor open, and I also have already have installed the Cody on it, which you can see in the left hand side. Now, in order to ask Cody to write the code, we can give it few prompts or some questions. And let me paste the first question here for Cody. Now, one very important thing in interacting with these conversational chatbot is that the more your prompt or question will be good and comprehensive, the more accurate response you'll get. As you can see on the screen in the chat box, I have put in the question. Just like that I have been talking to a human, because these chatbots, which are virtual AI enabled, these are trained on large language models and they are expected to act as human. Now in this prompt, I'm just creating it and then I am giving it a role like Python developer and also asking it to write me a script. Once you click enter, then you can see that it has given you a really spot on succinct code which converts the dictionary into the list, which is great. Now this was fairly simple. Let's ask it another question, and you can click on this round arrow to get this window clear. Again, in the chat box, I'm asking it another prompt. This time I am giving it a different prompt, again giving it a role of terraform expert and then asking it to write a terraform template to provision an API gateway with Lambda authorizer in AWS. So let's see what it does now. It is analyzing it. Now, as you can see, it has generated quite a good Terraform template from top to bottom. Let's review it. So first, as you can see, it has provisioned this API gateway resource, and then let me try to put it in a text file so that we'll be able to read it. Okay, let's go here. Now you can see that not only it has created the Lambda API gateway resource, but also all the auxiliary elements with it, like proxy resources, Lambda authorizer, and then the auth1 too, and with all the attributes and parameters, plus an IAM role too. And we can interact with it. Is that if it could expand on this, all you need to do is to just interact with it. Cool. Now let's try another thing. And I'm going to clear this. Now let's ask it to create something related to AWS CloudFormation. In this prompt, I'm asking it to provision me an AWS CloudFormation template which creates a custom resource. A custom resource in CloudFormation extends the logic or functionality of CloudFormation. So if there is any resource which CloudFormation doesn't know about, such as any service or any functionality outside of AWS, then you can write a Lambda and embed it as the custom resource in CloudFormation. So I'm asking it that if it could write me a CloudFormation template for custom resource for IAM role tags, because that functionality is not present in CloudFormation as of yet. So as you can see, it has written me a CloudFormation template. Let me copy it and paste it here to better understand it. Now you can see it is a custom resource for sure, and it is asking me that okay, there is a Lambda function ARN which I need to provision, and it is also telling me that this custom resource references this Lambda, but it hasn't written this Lambda. So let's ask it that okay, can you also write the Lambda? I just pasted it here. The next question, click on enter. Now it is analyzing it, And there you go. It has primarily written a lambda function in Boto 3. There you go. So it has not only written it, it is also returning me the proper tags for the IAM role. How cool is that? Nice. Okay, let's clear it up and then let's see an example in Ansible, which is a configuration management tool. This time I'm asking Cody that, okay, I'm new to Ansible, um, but you're an Ansible expert, so can you write me an Ansible playbook to provision a Postgres database? Enter. Now Cody is checking if it can do it. Okay, there you go. Not only it has written me a playbook, but it also has given me an explanation of what exactly this is doing. That it is also asking me if I need him or it or whatever to explain this playbook. So I'll ask Cody to explain it. Yes, please explain. Click. Now Cody is analyzing my request and then it is giving me a breakdown of this whole playbook, that what each line is doing in this playbook. So in other words, if you want to learn any technology, this is another way of doing it instead of going to the Google, searching it or watching a YouTube video. Okay, now let's try to put Cody into a bit of a trouble. Let's clear it. Now let me ask it a specific use case. Okay, in this prompt, I'm asking Cody if Cody can write a smart contract in Haskell. Haskell is a very old programming language which is being used by one of the cryptocurrency called as ADA, Cardano. So I'm just asking it to write a smart contract in it. Click on enter. So Cody is analyzing it. Let's see what Cody does here. Okay, so what Cody is saying. Okay, so he doesn't know what Haskell is, or he doesn't know much about smart contract. That is fine. Let's see if we can train it. So let me give it a link and ask it to read it and see if it can do something. So this is a link from GitHub, and I'm asking it, this is a smart contract, if he could read and let me know if he understands that. Okay, so it has read it, and let me ask it to create a similar contract for payment of 2. Let's see if it could write it or not. Okay, so as you can see, this is the limitation. So all the Haskell developers should be happy that Cody is not going to replace them anytime soon. Well, there are a lot of things Cody can't do, and I'm more than sure that all of these chatbots and AGIs and LLMs are assistive technology and assistive intelligence, and they will be augmenting our day-to-day jobs, and they will be more towards empowerment rather than replacing us. So I hope this was useful and you could appreciate the potential of Cody and similar technologies which are all poised to emerge in the near future. So stay tuned. If you have any comments or feedbacks, please put them in the comments. Thank you.